I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at villageXchange@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed, and shall lead them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener, yes, dear listener, yes, dear listener.
Last song on our stream.
Unfortunately.
This one is Matt S's pick. This is from Rock of Ages Alliance on our Patreon. Dinosaur Jr. Pick Me Up is the name of the song, Pick Me Up.
Matt S. in the house. Matt S.
Here he is. Good morning, people. Been lurking. Here he is. All right, now let's read this. The winner of Matt S. Our Picks playlist was alternative rock band Dinosaur Jr., formed in 1984 in Amherst, Massachusetts, with their song Pick Me Up from their 2007 album Beyond. It was, as with ROA's custom, the Member Week winner got to tell why the winner song is important to them, why they chose the song to the playlist. So here's Matt S.'s comment on the winner. Dinosaur Jr. are one of my favorite bands. Jay Mascis is one of my favorite guitarists. I had you review one of his songs earlier this year entitled Where Do You Go? And so why on earth did I find it so hard to say what I like, why I like them? I think I managed to break it down. Here it goes. Number 1, they're really fucking loud. Number 2, Jay Mascis, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, is never content to play just chords. Number 3 is Jay speaks with his guitar, not his voice. I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s and I thought most of the music sucked. Dinosaur Jr. blew everything else away. Here was an alternative rock band who actually sounded alternative, delivering huge slabs of noise and making it seem effortless. While Jay Mascis' laconic drawl was uniquely comforting next to all the whining and screaming and shouting that other bands were doing all the time, along with My Bloody Valentine, they shaped my musical taste to this day. And yet I feel, as I do with most of the art that I connect with, that when I heard them the first time, it wasn't something new to me. Rather, it was something old in my bones that I had been searching for a long time. Cool.
Shit.
You're a good writer, Misery.
I know. That was Misery's writing?
Yeah, I'm like, no, that was Matt S. I mean,
I was going to say.
Yeah. I went on like a little, I felt like I was reading a journal or something.
Pick Me Up, Dinosaur Jr. Let's do it.
So long, can't admit that I was wrong.
scream? Am I hurt? I still miss you. I'm still burned. Can I bend to your will? No, I need to. Haven't learned.
I don't know. It seemed like I think he doesn't know you're streaming. We're right here. Mute?
I got it.
Oh shit, okay. When it says not the squire, I didn't understand what that meant.
Well, you put a question mark on there.
I've been
Let's see a
holding on so
different
long, I
view.
can't admit that I was wrong. What? Not being able to admit when you're wrong. I think we kind of touched on this earlier in the song before. If you're looking at a situation and you're not looking for growth in it, you're looking for perfection in it, then it's, you won't admit that you're wrong because there's already too many things you're wrong about, I guess. It's not a good habit, and it's horrible for relationships. What does this one say? Not inspired. I've been holding on. I was wrong. For some reason, my mind is having like a little bit of a hard time to like put this one together. Is it a relationship song where one person can't admit that they're wrong, and then the other person says it's over with, and then I've been wasting all these years, still you haven't disappeared. I've been lifted, I've been wrong, but I don't think I belong. So they're admitting that they also have maybe issues. But then he's saying like, hold on. Like, I think he maybe wants to keep the thing going, but then he says, I can't hold on. Well, I smile. Could I reach you all the while? I can't stop. It's always been awfully useless. You just smile. So I don't know if they're saying it's been useless trying to reach the other person, like they can't get there. Can I scream? Am I hurt? I miss you. I still burn. Can I bend your will? No, I need to. Have to learn. Can I bend to your will? That part of the song, I was like, oh no, because it seems like the person was like maybe going to accept stuff that wasn't good for them. I don't know. When he said that ending piece.
I don't know, man. There's some relationships where person can't relate to people unless someone can control a shit. Mm-hmm. So, he's saying, can I bend your will? Because that person doesn't have a relationship without power and control. So he's saying, can I do that? I'm not that guy. Mm-hmm. I'm not that person. So, I've said this a bunch of times about Shorty back in the day. Like, the longer you tried and put out in a relationship, the harder it is to go when it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, oh, I put in all this time, blah, 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 blah. So it's, people deny shit that's like right in front of them. It's obvious. So that's what it looked like to me. I don't, there's some people like, we come from a culture that we come from a romanticized culture. So our concepts of love and how life is supposed to go and how shit is supposed to go is really influenced on, I hate to say it, but fairy tales. It's like I say it all the time. I'm like, time doesn't change people for the better. You know what I'm saying? So, if there's shit that's toxic in a relationship that doesn't get addressed, it's not going to get fucking better over time, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to have people committed to doing that shit. Because if not, there's a reason that, 50% of marriages end in divorce. So there's a reason for that. So, but I think a lot about this, like, one of my heroes spiritually is Augustine, and he lived like this crazy, lecherous life. And I don't like completely agree because he had a kid and he basically abandoned his kid. But basically, when he really found himself and found his Christianity, like, he completely swore off, any sort of non-platonic relationship with anybody, and he just committed himself to his people and his ministry and all that. And I don't know, man, like, when I look at his shit, like, all the way to the end of his literature, he seemed to be the happiest in that state. So for me, like, it really makes you say, like, okay, like, there are some people who being, quote, alone is the happiest state of existence for those people. But I think because we, like in medieval culture, there were categories for that. Like, you would see the monks and the religious and all these other people, you would see them. And so there was a category for that in your mind of like, maybe I'm one of those people. But in a completely romanticized culture, that category doesn't get addressed at all. And so the only person that's alone is a pathetic person that nobody wants. Augustine, by all accounts, was a very good-looking guy.
He's great with words.
Extremely articulate. You know what I'm saying? Obviously had a ring with words. I mean, look at what the homie was. I mean, good night. He could talk, but you know, because he says, you know, I don't belong or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That
And
was
I
like,
don't think I belong.
yeah, right there. Like, I don't think I belong. Yeah, I think, you know, that's a sense I've had my entire life, and I think that always gets interpreted as something negative in our culture, but I'm not necessarily sure that that's a negative thing versus facts of reality. Like for Augustine, being quote alone is where he obviously belonged, obviously. So like I don't think it's as simple as, oh man, he's saying he doesn't belong, this is tragic. I'm not sure that that's the point of the song or it just makes me think about that shit. Like, we're such a romanticized culture, and even if you look at our fairy tales, they're all set up with that kind of template. And obviously we know that fairy tales aren't quote unquote real, but I mean that Beauty and the Beast shit gets played out a lot, right? Where the girl is dealing with with the monster and trying to humanize the monster or whatever. 9 times out of 10, ladies, Delaney, you're gonna get devoured by the monster. You're gonna get transformed to be closer to the monster than you transform into be. So, yeah, but even in like all the Western fairy tales that we're all raised with, true love's kiss and all that, that's gonna solve the problem. Like, we don't have a category anymore for the person who can be alone. You know, there's no category for that. That's celebrated in our culture. Oh shit, my ex-husband's one of my best friends. I mean, I wouldn't use that language, but Shorty and I have an understanding now for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I'd ever be best friends with Shorty. But yeah, like, but you know, some people are more mature than others, like, you know. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought it was a really, really good song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I thought it was too.
he definitely reminded me of Cobain for sure.
Mm-hmm.
His wife is my best friend. Okay,
Wow.
that's cool, man. That's cool. But that's what I'm. But like that to me is like what I'm talking about. Like to me, like it should be like that. It should be like that. Because that's what's best for everybody involved, man. All the food shit and all the jealousy and all that other shit. Like, again, like, I don't even, I'm reading some Stoic philosophy, and it's like, how much of this shit is like real and how much of this shit is just the meaning that we pour into the situation? Oh, I gotta have beef with this person because they're my ex. But why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't know.
10 kids, grandkids. That's good if you can make it, you know, work out for the kids. A lot of the holidays, almost every holiday we have, his ex comes over, and it's been good for the kids for sure. Well, it wasn't always something that I was like a big giant fan of at the beginning, but I eventually got used to it, and then I appreciated it. This last Thanksgiving, we actually had it at her place. And she set the whole thing out and did all the cooking and decorating and stuff. It was cool.
Vin is a fool, Van. I got you, Benji. It should have been then, not Van, you weirdo. I really, what it took for me to get over the realization that I like the comfort of marriage, not necessarily the person I was married to. Holy shit. Yeah, man, it's a lot of... Look, if you make a habit of not looking yourself in the mirror and deluding yourself, man, like, it should have... You got lost in a labyrinth that you can't get out of. I'm not saying that from experience. I'm saying that from observation. It's one of the reasons why I'm so ruthless. But, you know, I don't hold anybody to any standards I don't hold myself. I'll say it like that. We do family holidays. They come up with 2 moms and 2 dads. SubhanAllah. Don't ever see that happening with my family. Yeah, Delaney, that's ultra, mega rare. Mega rare. Mega rare. So don't expect that to be that. And fellas, don't expect. Miss Mudd is a very, very unique individual with unique powers and shit. Literally, I mean that. Don't put that on your girl, fellas, because you're gonna die. Okay, how do I rate the guitar?
I think it ended up working in our situation more because she changed a lot. I don't think it was because of my changes or my whatever as a person. I think it was really her changes, and then I kind of came around. But so shout out to her.
Guitar wise, Miss Mudd was MVP of yesterday's shit. For real, for sure. Guitar wise, that solo. Most of my commentary on this song was generated from the solo. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of the shit that I was just talking about was conceptualized as I was listening to the solo. They also did something extremely that I thought was progressive at the end. I was completely surprised by it. The thing that popped into my head when their part came on was, I want to replay the video too, because there's like a specific moment when that hit. But it was like the Wizard of, like the last 30 seconds was like Wizard of Oz popped into my head while they were like finishing the solo. Yeah, these guys are.
Wait, the sound reminded you of the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, that's just what popped up. That's just what popped up in my head at the time.
Interesting.
But like, I'm just. That solo to me is why you're supposed to do guitar solos. You know, Kurt solo on Fade to Black. Master of Puppets, you know, like there's certain solos where it's like the song is not the song without that solo. 98% of solos, it's like that's good. Like we've got a solo on a couple songs. It's like, oh, it's just because I want to be able to say I did a solo, but like the song could be completely fine with or without the solo. Honestly. Like, but like this song right here, like it's like going to those restaurants, those like fine dining restaurants. And one of them was really interesting because everything on the menu was just sauces. So you didn't order anything else but the sauce. And then what happened was the waiter or the cook or whatever would match the meat to the sauce that you chose. Mm-hmm. So you basically,
that's cool.
You basically consumed the food backwards. Basically, it was just a different mentality of how to get to the same goal. And I think this song is like that. Like, it's after you've heard the song, it's like, okay, go listen to the solo and then listen to the song again, which now you can do with a little slider. It would be a lot harder back in the day. Mm-hmm. But it changes it for you. It really does.
Arturo, we started watching that one and got rid of it. It was like just too much, right? That was the one, the menu?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just...
Yeah. And I'm not a big gore person. I had a sneaking suspicion of what was going to happen. And then I was like,
I'm like kind of weird once something starts. It's very difficult for me to shut it off, even if I feel like this is not good for me. And I was like, literally, I was sitting there like this. So anytime that it was like crazy, I kept covering my eyes. And then all of a sudden, you shut it off. I was like, thank you, because I wasn't going to be able to.
It wasn't gory at all.
What?
Okay, we might have been talking. Is this the one where they get to the exclusive island and shit, and then the waiters all meet and shit to them? That was pretty fucking gory to me. But I want to see if he's talking about the same movie. I'm pretty sure it's the same movie.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know why this program is doing this.
Yeah. Okay. I don't see how that could be the same movie that we were looking at, because it was pretty wild.
What do you think of this song?
I'm giving this one a 10. I think
songs
this is a good song.
Hard, bro. These songs were really, really, really hard.
Sonically, it's up the aisle of what I like.
Give it a 9 top 8. The 2024, we're handing out too many 10s, man. I think I already handed out 11.
You've been handing out a lot of 10s. I don't believe I have.
I've just been really feeling this shit. But
yeah.
Yeah, whose pick was that though? Whose pick was that? That was such a good song.
Was
That's
that
such a
Matt
good-
S?
Yeah, it was Matt S. Okay, shout out to Matt S. Shout out to Matt. That's,
Middle.
it
He's
was
the same movie. Archero needs help. Yeah, G Archero. You literally just
Yeah,
you were like the
needs help.
trombone guy or whatever, and then all of a sudden
Yeah,
here
nah,
you go.
you know what happened? You know what happened? Archero didn't think that we watched it. He probably thought we saw a review. So his evil ass was like, "Oh, it's not gory at all, nigga. We watched the show, bro.
We
Yes, it is.
saw
What do you
it.
mean? Get some help, bro."
Get some help.
Somebody told me I said, "You need to get help, Archero. If you don't think that them scenes is gory, you said not gory at all."
At all?
Hey, when season 3 hits, we're gonna be doing like movie watch-alongs and shit, okay, Archero? So it's gonna be very fucking interesting to do movie watch-along with your crazy ass. If you're gonna say that movie was not gory at all,
Yeah, bring the popcorn, bring the
At
kids.
all?
Archero planned a movie.
I can see him saying, "Well, it isn't too gory" or whatever. This man said "at all." Oh my god.
I only remember one scene that I had a drop of blood.
What is season 3? Yeah. My
Built
boy.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. I like this dude, Cole. He said you built different. Yeah, you different, Archero.
Yeah.
Isn't Archero from here?
Oh,
That would
I don't know. I don't
make
think
sense
so.
to me. That would make sense to me. He's stuck in the.
maybe. Well, it's probably like one of those things where
Oh, this boy Ian is still on his Eurocentrism. Ian, I didn't comment on it, bro. I didn't say a word to you about it, bro. If you believe in, that Europeans have the best musical scales, go for it, man. I ain't mad at you.
no, thank you, Matt. I'm gonna pass on that one. No need to become more numb.
Yeah, you just need to desensitize to I don't want to spoil the movie.
To human
but
suffering.
I don't want to. I don't want to spoil that. I don't want to spoil it. But the thingamajig. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ben jumped off that topic a long time ago, bro. I don't know, but hey, do you, man? It's a free speech environment in this bitch.
Texas. He's from Texas? Archero?
Who is you keep thinking is from Maine?
Oh,
Hey!
no, I know who's from Maine. It's...
Don't.
Remember we tried to go to an escape room with him, and he's like, nah.
Yeah. That was smart, though. Because one of us is not a joy in an escape room. All right. I am out of here. Like an emo kid. I misunderstood. I'm sure that's what it is, bro. I'm sure that's what it is. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Gone.